Tuesday night. And Daryl, taking a look at the head-to-head, of course, as mentioned, the Chiefs are 3-1 on the year. The Excelsiors 0-2 on this young regular season. The Six Nations Chiefs, well, they've been a force through their first 4 games.
They certainly have, Mark, and you know what, and young is a perfect word for it. It might be a theme for this game, especially for the Brampton Excelsiors. Very young club, of course. They have come back from the hiatus, and you know what, lots of local players on this team, and they're building this club right now from the ground up. And you know what, it was an 18-7 loss in that first game to Six Nations start of the season, and then you know what, they played the defending champion Peterborough Lakers to an 11-8 finish the other week. So yeah, we're off and running, and it should be a good one, Mark.
Yes, indeed, as right off the draw, the Chiefs do get the ball. It's going to go right in on net. The Excelsiors are going to start things off with the ball here now.
Warren Hill in goal for the Six Nations Chiefs tonight. Of course, he's played 2 games so far on goals against average of 7.74.
Turnover here as Kellen Leclerc will start, or Liam Leclerc rather, will start to move up the floor. Up for Austin Stotts.
Lucas Nagy, he's got the start tonight for the Excelsiors. He was looking good in warm-up.
Scanlon moves around to the near side. Scanlon trying to go inside for Austin Stotts, but he missed it. There's a bit of a check to the defender as the goaltender Nagy picks it up and flips it up. Josh Medeiros got it up there. There's Alex Simons, shot on goal. It's going to be stopped. And now the Chiefs get the ball here again. Jerry Stotts moving up the floor. They'll go off for a change and just leave it here for Charlie Scanlon. Scanlon getting checked. He'll move it up top. There's a chance. A rip from Clay Scanlon and a stop by Nagy, and he'll pick it up.
It's a nice save by Nagy, and that's what you want. You're a young goaltender. You want to get that first save out of the way. Put himself right in front of Scanlon's shot, and he's we're off to the races here.
Here straight, leaves it back. Henry Fellows. Up for Ferreira. Ferreira getting checked. Pass it to the near side. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Zavitz trying to look for a lane. 3 seconds left. They got to get the shot away, and that's going to be kicked away. Now moving up the floor here again are the Chiefs. No score about 2 minutes into this first period. The Chiefs and the Excelsiors trying to leave it in there. Feathering it through was Cody Jamieson for Stotts, but he's unable to finish the job. And Medeiros will get the ball here as the Excelsiors look for a change.
It was met very quickly by that Chiefs defense. It came right off the bench there.
Zavitz down here for Simons. Simons inside, trying to flip it on goal there. And a stop made by the goaltender for the Chiefs. That one's flipped on goal. And a good save made. For 29, Troy Holochuk.
That's Warren Hill in that.
That is Warren Hill. Wearing a different jersey this evening, I see, and on the other side, a goal scored by Lyle Thompson. What else is new through the first 4 games? Lyle
Thompson, he's just doing what he does best. He gets the ball right in that goal mouth area, and he makes no mistake there. As we'll look at the replay here, that'll be his 8th goal of the season. 17th point. And Lyle, this is his 5th game. Or not his 5th game. We're not. Are we 5 games?
Yeah, 5 games in.
5 games in already.
Yeah, the Chiefs have played the most games in Major Series Lacrosse so far this year. I believe Peterborough's only played the 1 so far.
I know, it's been a very top-heavy schedule for the Six Nations Chiefs.
Here straight, left it back. Henry Fellows trying to get around his man. He does so, and he'll just leave it on the far side for Ferreira. Ferreira twisting and turning. 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's a shot, and that is a goal scored by the Excelsiors to tie this one up right away.
That's a beautiful shot from outside. That one from Alex Simons. And he just beat Warren Hill on that one. Didn't look like it. It's kind of like on Sunday night in Coburg. The Six Nations didn't realize they scored. Kind of on a similar play here. Simons there. There's the shot right in the corner there. Just beat Warren. Didn't give much room, but Simons found the space, and we've got ourselves a 1-1 game here.
And Brampton's going to get the ball here again. Tyler Ferreira was able to pass it up. He's got it here now.
It's a Tyson Bell penalty.
Now power play here for the Chiefs. And ripping it toward the goal. The whistle goes before the shot was taken, so no goal on the play, and the Chiefs will move up shorthanded. Liam Leclerc moves it up now.
I think that's an unsportsmanlike penalty on Tyson Bell.
Right after the goal
Right
scored.
after, yep, got the OT. So he's in the box for 2.
Austin Stotts trying to one-hand it through, muscle his way through 2 guys on that near side. Stotts still with it, 7 seconds left, and the whistle's gonna go and sent all the way down the floor.
So far, these Excelsior defenders are not intimidated by this bolstered lineup in the Six Nations Chiefs.
And that's what you need to do.
Oh, exactly. You got to play. You're playing to win. You know what I mean? You don't care what the name on the back of the jersey is. The Excelsior is not giving any on that last series.
There's a shot kicked away by Warren Hill.
It's a great foot save by Warren.
Deerstrat was able to get that shot away, number 27 for Brampton. Brampton, of course, wearing the whites with maroon lettering. Up to the far side now, Whiteford passes it over. There's a shot ripped just out of the way, and the official had to move out of the way of that one, as that one was hit hard. And now the Chiefs will start again with it. 45 seconds left on the Brampton power play. Here's Cody Jamieson, last year's MSL MVP. Lyle Thompson. Back for Scanlon. As the Chiefs look to be content just holding onto the ball, killing off some time on this power play. Lyle Thompson has a wall in front of him, feathers it through the gap, and there's a shot taken. And that'll be sent all the way down the floor. Charlie Scanlon with that opportunity. My goodness, just a way to find that lane to get the scoring chance.
Well, it's just a lot of patience out there. And you know what? They break that seal, and Scanlon cuts to the net. Just a nice feather pass to Scanlon. Scanlon beat Nagy, hit the crossbar on that last one.
Scanlon with a shot, he scores!
No mistake that time.
Charlie Scanlon gets on the board, and the Chiefs retake the lead.
Absolutely no mistake on that one. Fool me once, not twice, as Charlie Scanlon was inside, hit the crossbar, shoots from outside on this one. And we've got ourselves a 2-1 lead for the Six Nations Chiefs here with 14:27 remaining here in the first period. Here at the ILA, here's the replay. Again, working the ball from outside, and Scanlon winds up. Beats Nagy, and we're at 2-1 here.
His second goal of this young regular season. Lyle Thompson got his stick in the lane as the Chiefs pick it back up here. Back to 5 aside, and the Chiefs moving up the floor. Austin Stotts, and the whistle will go. And the official signaling at center. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up here. Yeah, another penalty against the Chiefs. And that is a backbreaker when you're trying to build momentum. You had the ball moving up the floor, and all of a sudden the whistle goes.
Yeah, and I think that might have been a too many men call. I'm not really sure. I had my head down on that one.
Hey, maybe on the, perhaps on the change. I was focused on the play that was moving up the floor. Didn't see too much on the line change. Anyway, another power play here for Brampton. Ball bounces off the wall, and now here come the Chiefs the other way. Clay Scanlon, or rather, here's Tyson Bell with the orange helmet, moves it back for Clay Scanlon. So yes, indeed, it was too many men on the floor for the Chiefs. And trying to twist around is Clay Scanlon. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll just throw it toward the area. And that one shot, a good shoulder save made by Nagy.
How did that not break Nagy's neck collar there? Wow.
That was ripped hard toward him, that is for sure.
As the ball went down to the other end, he took the mask off just to see if there was a dent.
Yeah, that'll leave a mark. Here's straight, passes it back. The Excelsiors moving the ball around, 50 seconds left on the power play. There's a shot bouncer, a one-hopper goes into the net. And Henry Fellows gets Brampton back to even Steven here in the first.
Almost a similar shot, but the Fellows used the bounce shot there instead of sneaking it on the left side there on Warren Hill there. Here's the shot, he bounced it, skipped it right over the foot into the net. That's just a beautiful shot. That's just being aware, you know what I mean? He got beat down low on that, on Warren's right side to the shooter's left. And same place, just different variation on the shot.
Now the Excelsiors looking for more. There's a save made by Warren Hill. Alex Simons on that opportunity. Trying to throw it toward the midsection area, stick side. Now Cody Jamieson the other way. Jamieson with it, looking for a lane, takes a shot and he scores. It looked like Nagy got a piece of it, but not enough, and the Chiefs are back up.
Boy, oh boy, that's what you call a response, Mark. Hey, you get a goal scored against you. No better way to get the momentum back than to go right back down and put the ball in the net. And here's the replay. Here's Cody Jamieson. Just squeaks it by Nagy. Right in the armpit area there. And you know what? He's got that release over the top. And it's an eluding shot. You watch it in warm up. You know where it's coming from, but you don't know the speed and you don't know how hard that thing is going to come, because one thing Cody Jamieson does, he really has variations on that shot where he'll slow it down or he'll speed it right up, and that one fooled Nagy on that, and we're at 3-2.
Very deceptive on the release. Cody Jamieson, his 7th goal of the season. And the Chiefs have the ball here again. Lyle Thompson will just leave it back here for Clay Scanlon, and he'll get into the play. Scanlon passes it back for Bomberry. Up to the far side, back in for Scanlon. Scanlon's shot, that one bounced off the helmet and in behind the goal.
Nagy's going to need a new lid after this game.
You ever see those dryers when you have hockey pucks ripped at it?
Yep.
All the dents, all the black spots. That's going to be, there's a lot, it's lucky that helmet is black.
That's for sure.
Well, someone's lost a helmet here, and he's going to have to go to the bench.
Scanlon's got to go to the bench here, and we've got a delayed penalty on the play here.
Beyond that loss of the helmet. Here is Austin Stott's back pass, over, shot, scores, tic-tac-toe we go, and it's 4-2.
Boy, oh boy, was that great ball movement by the Six Nations Chiefs. That's number 19. Ben McIntosh, and of course, we didn't really get to talk about that at the start of the program, but Ben McIntosh, he's playing his 2nd game with the Chiefs, newly acquired, and that's just beautiful ball movement with the man advantage, with the goaltender pulled in favor of the incoming power play. But Ben McIntosh, of course, he was acquired late last week by the Chiefs from the Coquitlam Adamnaks, the Western Lacrosse Association. So Dwayne Jacobs, like we said during...
He's been doing work.
He's been doing work at lunchtime, that's for sure.
Oh, scooping it up, Thompson over, and good defensive play made by Earstrap.
We know what he does on his lunch breaks. He makes deals.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, you have, of course, Ben McIntosh. We had, just to kind of recap, since we haven't been on the air, of course, we had Tyler Biles and Larson Sundown. Of course, Sundown was a huge part of the victory in that opener here on Rogers TV 20.
There's going to be a delayed penalty coming up here. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right.
There's a shot, bounce shot goes underneath and out of play, and the whistle will go.
So to add to Ben McIntosh, it was Brad Cree from the Oakville Rock. Of course, the Oakville Rock taking that one-year hiatus. And again, Dwayne Jacobs doing his due diligence and trying to pick up some firepower in Brad Cree. And that's 96 for the Excelsiors. That's me. That's
yeah, it's Chris Willman that will be sitting here.
So we have our first power play, I guess second power play if you really want to call that last goal.
They play pitch and catch, and that one's going to go into the net. Austin Stotts finds a hole down low, and it's 5-2.
Austin Stotts he just beat him on that one. That one just kind of squibbed by Nagy, and Nagy, you can tell the reaction after that one. He thought he had that, just kind of squibbed right by him.
And just good passing in tight.
Oh, exactly.
As, of course, Lyle Thompson will pick up a helper on that play.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one for Nagy, one he might want back, that's for sure.
The Chiefs are going to look for more coming up the floor. Here's Cody Jamieson here again. Up for Leclaire. Leclaire back down low. Jamieson has the ball, looking for a lane. Shoots it through traffic, and he scores. The Chiefs are having their way with the Excelsiors here in the first.
The firepower is running on all cylinders here with the Six Nations Chiefs tonight. And that one, just another shot from outside, and it looked like Nagy had a beat on it. And nothing doing. Here's the shot here. You're going to look from up top. Nothing fancy here. They're just going to wind up. Cody Jamieson.
And it's very similar, Daryl.
Yeah.
The last couple of goals, you're seeing Nagy getting pieces of these balls, but just not enough. And
yep.
It's just a credit to just how hard these shooters are throwing it on net.
Oh, absolutely. And it's got to be frustrating for Nagy. And again, young goaltender, he's got to get that out of his head, and he's just got to go to the next shot, really. Especially in a game like this, you know you have the firepower going up against you. You just have to play for that next shot. Nothing else matters.
Curtis Goddard will leave it back. Zavitz. The Excelsiors looking for some extended offensive zone time. There's a shot just ripped wide as Zavitz was knocked down after taking that one. The whistle will go. Looks like there's going to be a fresh shot clock here for Brampton. They'll get some fresh legs on the floor. He follows. Got it up for Whiteford. Zavitz. Up for Ferreira. Ferreira having to make some room for himself. Tries to pitch it inside for Zavitz, but the Chiefs are able to intercept and bring it up forward. Liam Leclaire. Leclaire has a bit of space, and he'll leave it back for some fresh legs on the Chiefs side. Play Scanlon. Moves the ball around. McIntosh is on the floor. There's a shot. Good save by Nagy, and he'll scoop it up. The Excelsiors get the ball here. Here's Strad, who came into tonight's contest with 2 points in his first game of the year. Move the ball around. Ferreira down low. Shot clock's about to expire, and just as 2 was turning into 1, number 27 in white, Earstrad got the shot away, but it went wide.
That Chiefs defense not really giving the Excelsiors much to work with there. They're just trying to, really it's a simple game. They're just keeping them to the outside. They're doing a great job with that.
Now the Chiefs working the outside in the offensive zone. Austin Stotts trying to dive in. Up top, shot by Bomberry is going to go wide, and it will go out of play as the whistle will go with 8:11 left here in the first. It's Chiefs 6, Excelsiors 2. Stotts to the far side for Thompson. Thompson looking for some room, finds some space, twists and turns, back over, shot by Jamieson is stopped by Nagy. Now they fight for it here. Thompson picks it up, And Thompson with a fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs, as they'll try to settle things down and move it around. Austin Stotts finds some room. Another shot, another save by Nagy. And now Brampton is able to get with it. I believe that was Rory Graham. Good job blocking out Austin Stotts on that last play, protecting the ball in front of him and able to scoop the ball up and move it forward.
100% there, Mark, and it's all about footwork, and that was great footwork on the defender's part.
Alex Simons has to move it to the far side. Twisting around, follows with a shot. It goes right in on goal. A fluttering shot as James Whiteford was trying to move in closer. I think they were actually looking for a pass to Whiteford on that play.
I think so, and then it was just upended with that nice hit.
Now a fresh shot clock here for Brampton. Whiteford. And for Zavitz. Zavitz looking for a lane, passes it up to Ferreira. Tyler Ferreira takes the shot, but that one goes into the screen up high and out of play. And the Chiefs will get the ball here. This is Brad Cree. Now plays Scanlon for Bonberry. Up the top, Scanlon again. Plays Scanlon, finds a lane. In for Scanlon, number 2, Charlie Scanlon. And it goes wide of the net. And now moving up on a breakaway. There's a shot. Good save by Warren Hill, denying Medeiros.
Medeiros paid the price for that shot as Brendan Bonberry hustled all the way back and gave him a shot as he shot that ball.
Chiefs with the ball here again. Austin Stotts. Stotts trying to go up top. Was looking for Thompson, but he didn't see the pass coming his way. And now Brampton is able to intercept and move it up. Medeiros. Number 21 in white will leave it here for Simons, wearing the blue helmet. Simons looking for a lane. He'll pass it up top. Good ball movement here by Brampton. Trailing by 4 with 5.5 remaining here in this first period. That shot is going to go wide and scooped up by Warren Hill. This is Kellen LeClaire. He'll leave it. Sam LeClaire with it now. Up here for Scanlon as they move the ball around. Thompson looking for a lane. Up top. Scanlon trying to find some room. Takes a shot with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And
that was just a nice pass by Lyle Thompson. It's one of those things that you really it didn't yield anything, but boy, oh boy, it really does feather that ball right
now. The intangibles that he brings onto this team. And there's a shot kicked away by Nagy, and it fluttered just wide of the net. The intangibles that Lyle Thompson brings to this team are very noticeable through the first 4 games and the first 16 minutes of this opening frame.
That's for sure. One thing's for sure, with a guy like Lyle Thompson in the lineup, it's almost, you'd almost want to get him the ball all the time, but I think the one thing about the Six Nations team is they really want to just distribute the ball.
And now they're moving up 2-on-2. There's a shot. Shoulder saved by Nagy in the rebound. No goal on that play. They're going to wave it off. Brad Cree on that last opportunity, number 9.
Jerry Stotts with a really nice play there.
S&P.
Great hand-eye.
Tyler Ferreira, number 17, has the ball. Takes a shot. Tried the one-hopper, but it goes just wide. And now the Chiefs trying to get the ball. They will. Mason Kaminga will pick it up. And he'll leave it off and go for a change. Austin Stotts moving in. Stotts has to turn back. Finds Jamieson. Jamieson still with it. Got it to Austin Stotts. Now Thompson with it. Back to Stotts. There's a shot. Stopped again by Nagy.
Nagy's really settled in there after that barrage, that first 10 minutes. It's really settled in, really sealed off those closings.
Here's Josh Medeiros. Got it up for the captain. Medeiros with it again. Number 26, the alternate captain. McClellan back up top. There's a shot. Stopped by Warren Hill. Now the Chiefs will bring it up. Liam LeClaire leaves it here for Scanlon. Scanlon, bounce pass over. Some big guns on here for the Chiefs. This is Clay Scanlon. There's a shot stopped, and it'll be picked up here again. And moving it up, now a breakaway. Goddard, shot! That one just goes wide as Warren Hill stretches out the leg.
Warren's had to be sharp here.
But Powis got it back. Austin Stotts is on the near side. Stotts moving it around. Stotts going in, just missed the top corner. But the Chiefs get it again. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll have to get another one away. No, they did refresh the shot clock.
That went right off the crossbar on that one. But just how he opens up space for himself, it's fantastic.
Stotts up top, finding a lane, takes a shot, another shoulder save by Nagy. He gets shoved, but it goes into the net on the rebound. What a goal. At first you don't succeed, you try again.
And you know what? We say it every broadcast, but Austin Stotts is one of those guys, he just plays with reckless abandon. You know what, here he is, he's going one-on-one, he's trying to create some space, get the shot off, scoops his own rebound.
And just over the leg.
Like, that's just desire. You know what I mean? It's not skill, it's desire. And that's just a beautiful goal by Austin Stotts.
Kevin Hill now.
And he's got 2 for the period.
And LeClaire will leave it here. All kinds of scoring here in the first period for the Six Nations Chiefs. And they're looking for more. Inside, and that one's going to be stopped down low. That's what you want to see from your goaltender. Just an intangible of being able to put that stick down and protecting the 5-hole. Such a big net, covers a lot of ground.
Not sure why they gave that one to Lyle Thompson, but
it's definitely Austin Stotts.
That's for sure.
Now inside, here's Stret. Passes it up top. Shot, the one skip shot by Whiteford goes wide. It'll be picked up. 2 seconds left. They'll just throw it toward the goal, and it's going to bounce the other way. And the Chiefs will get the ball here with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining here in this first period. It is Six Nations 7, Brampton 2.
This is one of the more complete periods the Six Nations Chiefs have played this season so far. You know, the first periods have been something for the Chiefs. Either they score in batches or they spot a team a bunch, just like they did in Brooklyn last week when they lost to the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. They spotted them a 4-goal lead.
And
oh my
Austin
goodness.
Stotts again.
Are you kidding me?
He goes airborne there, and he puts it in, making 8-2.
Attention passengers. Air Stotts is ready for takeoff, and he scores his 3rd goal of the night.
Put your seatbelts on and put your trays in the upright position. Austin Stotts is ready for takeoff.
And again, it starts from up top here. And again, he's just always moving his feet. You know what I mean? And this time he's the cutter. And if you look on top, you know what I mean? He could have easily stayed up top. You know, you're up 7-2. You can easily stay up top after you hand the ball off to your teammate. But no, he cuts in, and he doesn't cut hard. He just kind of eludes the defenders because he isn't cutting hard. He just kind of takes 2 steps, and then he has that opening. He takes 1 step, and the pass comes in, and it's a beautiful pass and a beautiful goal.
They're looking for more here. 37 seconds left. There's a shot. That's going to go wide, but they still have the ball. Scanlon, bounce shot. Good job to protect the bottom of the net by Nagy. Now 25 seconds remaining, and the whistle's going to go as it looks like they're signaling a timeout. I think it's indeed going to be a Brampton timeout with possession of the ball with 25 seconds remaining in this opening period, which will give us time to congratulate Six Nations Chiefs head coach John Tavares and the Buffalo Buffalo Bandits on their NLL Cup championship.
What a game on Saturday, wasn't it, Mark?
That was a beautiful game.
Oh man, if you're a Buffalo Bandits fan, you're a really happy guy. But again, on the other end of the bench, you've got Joey Capito of the Colorado Avalanche or the Colorado Mammoth, and
still a championship
exactly.
caliber team.
But the Mammoth. The defending champs, and Joey Capito obviously couldn't play. He's injured, and he's here on the bench with the Chiefs. But yeah, congratulations to Coach JT. And of course, there's two other players from Six Nations on that team. Of course, Teoka Nanticoke and Adam Bomberry, both property of the Six Nations Chiefs, not playing. Teoka, of course, more than likely be playing in the PLL, so he won't be playing here unless he makes the move to MSL like so many others have. But yeah, congratulations to Teoka and Adam and Coach JT. What a victory there in Buffalo. What a celebration. I think they're still celebrating. I think I saw on Instagram they were golfing with the trophy today. It was a putter.
Trying a last second ditch effort.
It was a shot glass the night before, and it was a putter today. So that NLL championship trophy is getting a lot of work.
Here in Six Nations, the Six Nations Chiefs are going to work. 8 goals on the board through 20 minutes of play. They lead it over Brampton 8-2 as we head to break. Stay tuned. You are watching Major Series Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. We'll be back in a few minutes.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
It isn't the heavy trays that make the job difficult, or the fast pace you need to keep up. It's not working another double because someone called in sick. What makes the job tough is the moment you realize a customer has had enough and you have to make that decision not to overserve. Refusing service isn't personal, it's the law. We know it's not easy, but we're counting on you to keep us all safe. Thank you, servers, for doing the tough job.
My name is Chase Nicholas. I am a Mi'kmaq hockey player. Growing up, I always remember my family talking about the Mi'kmaq as the creators of the game of hockey. In grade 7, I did research on Mi'kmaq hockey sticks as the first sticks of the NHL. I found a Mi'kmaq hockey stick made in 1917, the same year the NHL was formed. I was surprised to find out the very stick I was holding was made by my great-great-grandfather, Alexander Cope. In 1934, an elder known as Old Joe Cope wrote a letter to the Halifax Herald claiming the Mi'kmaq created hockey. I found out later that I am a direct descendant of Old Joe Cope. There was a time when Mi'kmaq children were torn from their families and not allowed to speak their language, losing their words and stories. But the stories are coming back to us. Stepping on the ice, I take pride knowing the roots of the game of hockey stem from my ancestors in the Mi'kmaq Nation.
Paint like a pro with artist Lisa Braun. She offers a step-by-step tutorial that will have you creating a masterpiece from the comfort of your own home. On the Canvas, Sundays at 10 a.m. on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Major Series Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. I'm out of breath. I just had to run to my car for a quick second. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. I'm going to let you take it from here, Daryl. It's an 8-2 score. And, you know, just like me, it seems like the Six Nations Chiefs should be out of breath with the effort that they put in.
I know they're going to towel themselves off after that, but I think we're better. Yeah, you need to towel yourself off after that jaunt to the parking lot. And here's the first goal of the night. This one, of course, from Lyle Thompson here. Just a nice feather pass, nice give and go. Beautiful play. You know what? Again, the Chiefs are really just moving the ball well. They've got their offensive jam going on right now. And this is Alex Simons from outside. Quick stick, you know what I mean? Quick, catches the ball quickly, quick release, and he beats Warren Hill. And here we go. This is Charlie Scanlon. A beautiful underhand pass from Cody Jamieson. I love when he does that little scoop pass to Charlie Scanlon. And Scanlon, he scores the first of his 2 on the period. That was Henry Follows. Here he goes. And again, the Brampton Excelsiors were shooting from outside here. Here's from outside, kind of the same area. Skip shot over the foot of Warren Hill, and we got ourselves a 2-2 lacrosse game from that point. And then after that, it was all Chiefs. Like you said, Chiefs just poured it on. And there we go. There's Charlie Scanlon scoring.
And I mean, credit to the Excelsiors. They stayed in it for the first 5-7 minutes or so. But again, with the amount of firepower that this Chiefs team has, they just put it on full display through the last 12 minutes or so and completely just own the offense.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm not going to put all the blame on Nagy here. He's playing hard, and he's up against a really big challenge here tonight. But a couple of these squeaked by, and of course, and then this is when Cody Jamieson scored. And then after that, it was the Austin Stotts show, and here he goes with his first of 3 in a row. Just the hustle, just picks it up. Again, like I said before, Mark, this is just pure desire. He wants the ball. Here's the second of 2. And again, didn't have to really do much here. And he received the ball. He could have stayed way outside. And he got that ball. Goes in on Nagy, scores.
Well, he does have.
Boy, oh boy.
He does have the first period hat trick, 4 points overall. There's a reason why he scored 37 goals for the San Diego Seals this past season in the NLL. It's plays that he has been able to make. Sometimes just absolutely pure individual efforts. Sometimes it's just finishing off a beautiful passing play for some of his teammates. The depth on this team, there's a reason why they're up 8-2 here over Brampton through 20 minutes.
100%. Of course, we're talking about it. These aren't individual efforts.
No,
and
not
we can
at all.
see the Chiefs really moving the ball around a lot. And they've got their offensive jam. And of course, with so many acquisitions over the last week and a half to 2 weeks, you have to kind of find that chemistry. And the Six Nations Chiefs team is finding that chemistry now. Of course, including Brad Cree and Ben McIntosh into the fold with that. And you can see that jam right away.
And you look at the Brampton Excelsiors again, they just have the 2 goals on the board to show for it so far. But, you know, they're no small fry in this game whatsoever. And I think that, again, speaks to the actual, the parity in this league. Again,
Absolutely.
We saw it last year, too, with the parity between the 4 teams. You add a 5th team into the league this season after, of course, Brampton came back after the hiatus.
Yep.
And you know what? It's a building process. When you come back after missing the amount of time that Brampton did, it is a work in progress because you're trying to get all of these pieces working together as opposed to Six Nations where, a lot of these pieces, yes, they were playing in the NLL this past season, but
They're building for a championship.
They're building for a championship, A, and B, a lot of these players are returnees from last year that are, A, they're used to each other, but more importantly, again, to the championship point, they're hungry for more after losing to Peterborough last season.
It really is 2 teams going, and you know what? They're both building, but building for different things. And like we were talking about, the Brampton Excelsiors are doing a fantastic job. Actually, defensively, they're doing nothing wrong, to be completely honest. They're keeping the Chiefs from the outside. They're keeping the Chiefs, and it's just those shots are getting in, and the cutters getting in. That's what they have to seal up in that second period here, is they have to not allow the Six Nations Chiefs cutters to get inside, to get into that inside chance. Let Nagy or let whoever make those saves from outside, but don't let them get inside.
We'll see what they can do in the second period of play after this. We'll be back. You are watching Major Series Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Connection. We all need it. We live for it. It makes us feel like we're a part of something bigger. It makes us laugh, cry, can scream out for the world to hear. Connecting Canadians has been our focus for over 60 years, and it's just the beginning.
Celebrate the richness of cultural diversity at the Guelph and District Multicultural Festival from June 9th to 11th at Riverside Park in Guelph. Experience food from around the world, enjoy live music and dancing, cultural performances, shopping, children's activities, and more. Visit gdmf.ca for more information.
Being stuck in your home during this pandemic also means you have a home. Waiting in line for groceries means you have money for groceries. The isolation, being broke and totally scared about what's next. I was feeling that before this crisis. People say we're in this together, but me, I've got no one.
Youth who have aged out of the child welfare system are in danger of falling further through the cracks because of today's crisis. They need your support. Please give today at helpyouthnow.ca.
Welcome to Tapestry Hall Style. I'm Carolina Suarez, and I can't wait to show you the latest in fashion, food, and entertaining.
Tapestry Hall Style, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. on Rogers TV.
For frank discussion on Canadian politics and issues that matter to you, tune in to Addressing the Issue with Andy Streisfeld, Fridays at 6:30 on Rogers TV.
Series Lacrosse on Rogers TV. We are live at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena here on the Six Nations of the Grand River. The Six Nations Chiefs leading the Brampton Excelsiors. I really like that surname. The Excelsiors. So glad they're back in the league. It is 8-2 Chiefs as we go into this second period of play. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart with the action here on a Tuesday night as we are getting set for the draw here. Willman against Kaminga. Quite the first period for the Chiefs. Again, a first period hat trick for Austin Stotts. He's got 4 points. Cody Jamieson also with 4 points, a goal and 3 helpers to his credit. Lyle Thompson, meantime, a goal and 2 helpers. And, of course, Charlie Scanlon with a pair of goals, as well as Brampton trying to strike early here in the second, unable to do so. And it's going to be scooped up by Bell, and he'll throw it up the floor. Off the stick, though, of Brad Cree, and he'll just have to wait and go on defense here for Six Nations as Brampton moves it back up.
And again, like I said during the intermission show, the Excelsiors just have to keep on going, and there's a great effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal effort by Alex Simons. Tried to pull off his best Air Stotts impression, but a good save by Warren Hill.
And like I said, they just have to keep working at it, you know what I mean? They not be fancy, don't have to squeeze the stick. There's lots of lacrosse left. Yes, it's 8-2, but you know what? Any team can throw up a 5 or a 6 or an 8 spot at any time. So the Six Nations Chiefs have to be aware of that, and the Brampton Excelsiors have to be aware of that as well, that they are able to do that.
Much like basketball, lacrosse tends to be a game of runs.
Absolutely.
And moving up the floor now is Matthew, or rather Connor McClelland. And getting knocked down there was number 51, Alex Simons. And the Chiefs have the ball here. Simons trying to knock the ball loose, can't do it.
Guess who that was on the defensive end?
Oh, Mr. Stotts.
That was, and I think the stick behind the back with the ball after in transition was a little bit, that was even more impressive than the back check.
Lyle Thompson with a shot there. It's not going to go his way this time, as the Chiefs have the ball here again, trying to move it around. This is Jamieson with a shot. Nagy with the save. Picked up here again by Scanlon. Up for Thompson.
I really like how Scanlon gets those loose balls. During warm-up, he was really working on that. Just out by the bench by himself, just grabbing loose balls along the floor.
Scanlon with a shot. That one's going to go wide of the net, but picked up here by Bomberry. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 5, 4. They got to get it away. Good defense here by the Excelsiors, and they're not going to get the shot away. And Brampton is able to get the turnover.
That's a perfect example of just solid defense, keeping your opposition at bay out towards the boards. Nothing fancy, just being physical. And that's a great job by the Brampton Excelsiors on that defensive set.
Henry Fellows will leave it for Ferreira. Ferreira looking for a lane. He'll pass it to the far side. Zavitz looking for a lane, and it looks like Hill got a shoulder on that one. And he'll pick it up here. And Brampton banging their sticks on the boards, applauding that effort. Fellows looking for a lane. Fellows trying to get through. He'll just leave it back for Ferreira. Over here for Earstraight. That one's going to go up high. And that'll come the other way. Ferreira with a fresh 30 on the clock for Brampton. It's Ferreira to the far side. Trying to move around there with Zavitz, but he got checked. Pass back for Fellows. Fellows looking for a lane, trying to pick play. Fellows with a bounce shot, stopped by Hill.
Callum LeClaire is super physical out there. Oh boy, he's just laying the body.
Gotta love to see it. Whiteford passes it over for Fellows. Fellows over. Zavitz. Zavitz trying to get through a couple of Chiefs, but he can't do it. Back for Fellows. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Fellows turning back around. Big physicality. A good knockdown there by Liam LeClaire. The physicality factors in again for the Chiefs.
That's for sure.
Jerry Stotts moves the ball forward. Now inside. He was looking for Ben McIntosh, who had the ball, but he couldn't get the shot away. And he'll just leave it back. And then Bomberry. The back for Liam LeClaire. Or rather, that was Austin Stotts. Bomberry looking for a lane. Bomberry. Backhand to forehand. He'll just leave it back here for McIntosh. Shot goes as the shot clock expired. It was picked up here by the Chiefs momentarily. The ball is still loose. They're trying to get it through. Bomberry, the lone Chief, in there on the play, and Brampton is able to scoop it up. But it's going to be a turnover here, though. And the Chiefs have it here again. Austin Stotts will wait for his mates to get on the floor and set up. Sam LeClaire taking a look, takes a shot. Big block by Nagy. Stotts with it again. Stotts inside. Bomberry scores! Brendan Bomberry finds the top corner, and it's 9-2.
That was just great passing. And again, you know, like we were saying during the intermission, the Brampton Excelsiors can't let the Six Nations Chiefs get inside and pose their will, and this is a perfect example of that, where we pick up a loose ball here, reset, Austin Stotts down inside to Bomberry, who is the cutter, and they're just going right up the gut. They're not doing anything from the side. They're going right at the heart of the Brampton Excelsiors, and Brendan Bomberry's got his from inside, and we got ourselves a 9-2 score at 14:45 left here in the second period.
An assist machine a year ago comes into tonight with 5 goals and 9 helpers. He had 25 goals and 38 assists for the Georgia Swarm in the NLL this season. Brendan Bomberry, a force on this Six Nations team.
He's one of those guys, he's just a leader.
There's a shot. That was a good block. I believe that was Kaminga on that, or that, no, rather that was Tyson Bell. Now scooping it up here are the Chiefs. Moving it up the floor. The aforementioned Bell slows the pace down.
Boy, does that guy like to play.
Physicality, finesse. Tyson Bell, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's got the style to boot. That's the best part.
I don't doubt that. Lyle Thompson, his Georgia teammate, passing it over, scores! In tight, Charlie Scanlon.
And again, Charlie Scanlon just in the right spot, the right time. And you know what? He's one of those guys, he's just got great hands inside. You know what I mean? And again, it's all about the loop. For Charlie Scanlon, it's all about those loose balls. But you know what? When he goes to the net, he's rewarded by this. And you know what? This is just beautiful patience. Lyle Thompson trying to find feathers that pass, and they're going right at that heart again. That's just another dagger to the heart, right up the gut.
Give Charlie Scanlon the Hattie on this Tuesday night.
We're at
3 goals.
We're at 10-2 here, Mark. Holy smokes. There's no giveaways tonight for X amount of goals. So.
Yeah, scooping it up here. There's a chance for Dilks. That one goes wide. Now Robert Hodson, number 35, will move up the floor for Brampton.
This is a tough position to be in, Mark. Sorry to interrupt you on that one. It's a really tough position to be in. If you're the Six Nations Chiefs, you got a 10-2 score. You're not even midway through this game, but you don't want to let up because that's when bad habits creep in. You know what I mean?
Oh, good play there by Henry Fellows. Getting knocked to the floor and got the shot away anyway. Talk about good habits, and another shot by Bennett. He was knocked from behind, but got the shot off anyway.
Calvin Clare just laying the boot tonight.
Physicality at its finest. And there's a shot by Stotts. The one-hopper goes in and make it 11-2. And the run continues for the Six Nations Chiefs.
Audie's on a roll, and you know what? When Aaron Stotts is on a roll, you can't really stop him. He's like we talk about a plane. He's like a train too. Trains, planes, automobiles. And you know what? And again, all starts in transition with Tyson Bell here, showing that poise. Nothing fancy. And poor goaltender Nagy, he's just left to his own devices.
Aaron Stotts has taken off it in the air.
Actually,
the seatbelts are already off. That's how long he's been in the air for.
That's not, and that's not Lucas Nagy. That's Caleb Slinger.
So Caleb Slinger now in the net. Here for Brampton. And now the Chiefs continue to try and produce some offense here. Brendan Bomberry. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for his man in the crowd. Chance for Stotts, and he just missed.
What patience by the goaltender.
2 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to get that one on net. They do so, but it's going to be scooped up here. Stotts, big physicality, and he turns it over. The Chiefs continue on the offense.
Well, you got to pour it on, like I was just saying. You're going to get hurt. You're either A, going to get hurt, or B, going to create bad habits by letting off the gas. So.
And a team that has Man Cup dreams in their sights, you do not want to take your foot off the gas pedal at any point in the season.
Well, it's that fine line between class and just being trying to get that game mentality in shape. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the time of the game where a goal is scored. You're probably not going to celebrate as hard. Thompson over. That one's going to be a penalty call as the Chiefs were trying to finish off a tic-tac-toe. The hands are up, and it looks like it's going to be a Chiefs penalty. There was an Excelsior's player down. Going to see who the guilty party is, and it is going to be Charlie Scanlon. So Scanlon to the box for a 5-minute major. They gave Scanlon a 5-minute major on the play you just saw on the screen. I don't know if we can get another look at that, folks. As the officials are having a discussion here at the center of the floor. But right now there is 5 minutes on the board, and you're going to see it here. And right from behind, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough one.
So Scanlon, who's got 3 goals in this game, will sit for 5 minutes. A major penalty against the Chiefs forward. And 11-2 score, and if you're Brampton, you have to be looking at this as, okay, this is our time to shine.
I was wrong on that. Nagy is still in net. I just saw the 0. He had the 3 tucked over onto the sleeve, so that's,
that's exactly it. And those jerseys, they're big. So the Excelsiors move the ball around. Up top, there's a shot, shoulder save, rebound, ball is loose, and the Chiefs will get it down the floor. Tyson Bell, he's got a man chugging toward the net. There's a chance shot, shoulder save by Nagy, as that was Brad Cree on that opportunity. Now Tyson Bell will hold on to the ball here, and he'll just leave it back. Number 19 in teal, Ben McIntosh.
They're just going to take their time here.
Yeah, just a good, simple strategy. Ben McIntosh, member of the Philadelphia Wings, 39 goals on the regular season. There's a chance, and he does not put it in. No, they're going to say he stepped in the crease.
I don't know, but I got a good photo of that, I think. Not going to lie.
And make sure you check out Daryl's photos online after the game.
All the ultimates in multitasking here. Oh boy, that's just a nice save.
Excelsiors move in. There's a chance. Stopped by Hill. And possession kept here by Brampton. Whiteford moved it over. Whiteford again with it up top. Over for Ferreira. Whiteford takes a shot, kicked away, and it's underneath Warren Hill. An 11-2 score in favor of the Chiefs as we pass the halfway point of this game. Lyle Thompson, who's top 10 in the National Lacrosse League this past year in points, cracked the century mark. You know why he's done that. You've seen it so far in his time with the Chiefs. Austin Stotts will knock it away with the shot clock expiring, and Brampton will pick it up here.
Just talking about Lyle Thompson and some of these players, a neat little story from the last home game. Hey, there's a reason why these guys play for the Chiefs, and especially some of these guys just grew up together. As usual, I'm one of the last ones in the arena here on a game night. And the only other people here, there's a beautiful save by Warren Hill.
And now it's, oh boy. That one's going to go in. Talk about bad luck there if you're Warren Hill.
Oh, and he's just laughing that one off. Can't do anything about that one.
If this is a closer score line, you are feeling worse for yourself. But Warren Hill, we're going to see the replay here on this play.
And again, you know what? Warren Hill is one of the best goaltenders.
You see it there, trying to scoop it up, and nope.
Yep.
Drops into the net.
Popped out, and he's one of the best. He's one of the best ball movers for a goaltender in the world. And you know what? Even the best make a little mistake, and that one just popped up. But back to that story, Mark. Being one of the last people in the arena, I went in just into the dressing room just to check, see if everything was okay. And there you were, Lyle Thompson, Randy Stotts, and Cody Jamieson just kind of sitting there joking around, having a slice of pizza, you know what I mean? And just three buddies just enjoying the summer. And that's what it's all about. And you can tell they were just having a great old time.
That's what you love to see. Not only playing the sport you love, but just enjoying it with those you love.
The kids are in bed. It's a late night. Might as well hang out with the buddies after the lacrosse game.
Absolutely. As the Chiefs pick it up here. 2 minutes left in the 5-minute major to Scanlon. And the Chiefs have possession here. Ben McIntosh on the near side, number 19. Leaves it for Stotts. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They're moving it around here. There's Stotts looking for takeoff. Takes a shot, stopped by Nagy. Trying to pick up the rebound, but has to muscle away from 3 Brampton players. And Stotts took a spittle there on the near side.
It's 11-3, and he's just taking all sorts of punishment.
Well, again, it's about keeping up those good habits.
He doesn't care. He just wants to play.
Whiteford picks it up. Ferreira, or rather that was Earstrat. Now Whiteford. Back up for Earstrat. Whiteford looking inside, scores! Carter Zavitz on the far side rips it home.
Carter Zavitz with a beautiful quick stick, and you know what? He ripped that one. Funny story about Carter Zavitz. I played hockey at Brock University with his dad, Todd, who was one of the all-time leading scorers at Brock University in the men's hockey program. And he just reminded me of his dad with the one-time shot. And Carter with a beautiful quick stick there. Beats Warren. Again, great play by the Brampton Excelsiors and a great ball movement there to create that space and to get that opportunity for Carter.
Off the draw, the ball is loose, and Kaminga's going to knock it back. It's going to go into the rafters here at the ILA. And Brampton's going to get possession. So it looks like the major on the score clock has expired, but Scanlon is still in the box. There's a shot down low. Will be scooped up here by Warren Hill. Moving up here is Kevin Hill. He'll just leave it back. Bomberry on the far side, passes it over. Now inside, Thompson has the ball knocked loose. Trying to scoop it up, he does so. And the Chiefs still have it. Scooped inside, there's a shot kicked away by Nagy. An opportunity for Stotts goes astray.
Just those little feather passes into the goalmouth area. That's another one, that time by Cody Jamieson.
Now Brampton moving the ball around here again. The ball is knocked loose. Almost picked up, almost sprung Brad Cree on a breakaway. Now he does get a breakaway. Brad Cree
That's a beautiful
stopped
save.
again by Nagy.
That's a beautiful save by Nagy. Wow.
Now Curtis Goddard, number 11 in white. Trying to find a lane, takes a shot, good block by Kaminga, but it bounces back to Whiteford. Stutter step inside by Zavitz. Zavitz up top, shot by Fellows. Trying to move it inside, scores! Good shot by Curtis Goddard on the far side.
And you know what, that right there, that was the Brampton Excelsiors doing exactly what the Six Nations Chiefs had been doing to them all night long. That's just a beautiful give and go. And again, Carter Zavitz from the outside. See Goddard. Goddard's right down low. Takes the punishment as he takes the shot. But he yields the goal there, and we're at 11-5 with 5:47 remaining here in the second period. But again, that's a young team going to school. These guys on offense are seeing what these players from the Six Nations Chiefs are doing on offense and saying, hey, we can do that too. You have to get that ball inside, right up the gut, and try and get those scoring opportunities, and that was a perfect example.
One big thing for Brampton here, Darryl, has been their ball possession over the last 5-6 minutes. Even through that power play, too. Being able to just control the ball and move it around, and there's another chance in front, but stepping in the crease was Earstrat.
Again, this is a tough spot to be in here at 11-5. This isn't you know what? It's not a blowout. It's not a huge blowout. You get a couple more goals here by Brampton. They're right back in this one. So the Six Nations Chiefs have to stay hard here on their defense.
They're moving it around. Good whip shot by Rory Graham. It was off the shoulder and up high. Now just off the bench here is Alex Simons. Twisting around is Carter Zavitz. The near side for Whiteford, had his stick knocked out of his hands, and now the Chiefs move it the other way. Brad Cree, he's hungry for one here tonight, folks. Cree will just leave it back for McIntosh. Brendan Bomberry.
Brad Cree is so good on transition.
Bomberry shot stopped by Nagy. Rebound is going to be scooped up, but knocked into the corner. Fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs as they have the ball here again. Up top for McIntosh. McIntosh looking for a lane. Finds Stotts. He moves it over. For a pick play is Scanlon back on the floor, but he loses it, and now a chance here. Partial break? No. Good defensive play by Scanlon. And now the Chiefs with it again. Stotts in tight on the far side. One hopper to Bomberry. Bomberry has a lane, and he's going to fire it. And a stop by Nagy, and it'll be scooped up.
Nagy's really been solid. He's really settled in here. He's playing really well right now.
He's making himself look big in that Excelsior's net.
That's for sure. And he does a really good job of that. He just shuffles right out and challenges. Makes himself large, like you said.
Lucas follows to the far side for Zavitz. Zavitz up top. There's a shot by Earstrat. Goes just wide. Ferreira now with it, but the penalty, or the shot clock is going to expire. We are endeavoring to ask the powers that be for a shot clock on our scorebook.
Yes.
Not too sure what'll come of it, but for those, the powers that be that are listening, we would like a shot clock on the board. We do have,
absolutely.
We have had people ask for it. We will say that. But until then, we'll keep our eyes on the shot clock more often.
I think the tough part is the placement of the shot clocks here at the ILA. They're in.
Well, speaking of shot clock, rather, 2 seconds left. Shot, rebound, almost scooped up there by McIntosh, and the Chiefs will get possession. Go ahead and finish there, Darryl.
Sorry, those shot clocks are actually facing the benches, opposed to the fans, and our cameras are all faced towards the benches, so there's no camera that can reach that area. So one day maybe, but up until then, we're going to do our best to provide when that shot clock, or what that shot clock's at.
Well, the shot clock just expired, but a good play by Ben McIntosh. Looked like Shaq trying to keep it in bounds in basketball. Kept his feet on the right side of the line and just scooped the ball from the other side and sent it forward, but the Chiefs were unable to do anything with it. Shot down low by Curtis Goddard. Goes out of play, and Brampton's going to get it here again. Zavitz. To the near side for Whiteford. Led the team in scoring coming into tonight. Shot down low. It's going to go right into the net of Warren Hill. Or rather the stick of Warren Hill. And he'll move it up. Chiefs 11. Excelsior's 5. Just under 100 seconds left here in the second. Bomberry into the corner. This is Cody Jamieson in tight, trying to find Sam Leclerc. Leclerc with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He's getting some pressure. He's got to take this shot. Sam Leclerc won't get the shot away in time, and he'll have to leave it here for Brampton. 1:15 remaining here in the second. Rory Graham will leave it back. Curtis Goddard, number 10, passes it into the corner for Ferreira. To the far side for Earstrat. Earstrat taking some punishment. Tried to leave it back. And now getting on his horse is Kellen Leclerc, and he gets knocked down for his efforts. He was calling for a penalty, not going to get it. And he's just going to go to the bench. The Chiefs bench wondering where the call is going to go. A whistle did go, and the Chiefs are going to get possession. Shot on goal immediately by Austin Stotts. Looks like out of frustration by Air Stotts there.
Right on Nagy's head.
Austin Stotts with it here again. Twisting and turning. And that one goes wide. Didn't have the space to get it through and into the net. Lyle Thompson finding his lane up top. Takes a shot, scores. Or they're not going to count it. There's going to be a penalty against the Chiefs. Lyle Thompson put the ball into the net.
That was just
calling a no goal.
That was just a smart play by Lyle. Goal or no goal. What he used Bennett as a screen there. Bennett was going one-on-one with him. Lyle stepped back and used Bennett as the screen. He couldn't really see him. Here it is.
Yeah, it might have been that play there, right in tight. It looks like it's Ben McIntosh that's going to get the penalty.
Yep.
Trying to push his player out of the way as he was going to the front of the net.
Off-ball foul.
Yep.
But yeah, that was just a great example.
Rather, they got a goal on the board. No, it is going to be an Excelsior's penalty. My apologies. So they initially signaled no goal, calling a penalty, but it's going to be an Excelsior's penalty, and it's going to be a goal for Lyle Thompson to make it 12-5. Some confusion here at the ILA here tonight.
Oh boy.
So probably an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Excelsiors, I'd imagine.
Should mic up the refs.
My assumption, we'll have to wait for the official call on this one, but my assumption there is that Ben McIntosh initially we thought was going to be the one to get the penalty. It did not turn out to be a penalty, and then you argue it and get a penalty for it.
That's funny, just behind the play here, Nagy and Austin Stotts jawing at each other's Stotts with the fake shot, and Nagy.
There's a shot by McIntosh right in on Nagy. Good save.
Nagy points right at him. You can tell Nagy's really bringing it on. He's really atoning for that tough first period. This is the Nagy that we expected to see tonight with Lucas Nagy. He's been fantastic in this period.
McClellan trying the buzzer beater, not going to get it, and it is Chiefs 12, Excelsiors 5. As we head to break after 40 minutes, as you see some conversations happening at center between the two teams. Looks like Nagy's having a couple of extra words. He's going to talk with the officials. But we're going to talk to you in a couple of minutes to break down the first 40 minutes of play. Again, Chiefs 12, Excelsiors 5. You are watching Major Series Lacrosse here on Rogers TV.
Looking for the best way to get the Major League Baseball games you want to watch? Rogers Super Sports Pack has you covered. With MLB Extra Innings, you'll have a premium ticket to out-of-market regular season games with all games available in HD. Don't miss the action from the games you want from both the American and National Leagues. MLB Extra Innings, part of the Super Sports Pack. For only $35.95 a month, Rogers customers get all this for one all-inclusive price. Order using your remote starting on channel 431 or visit Rogers.com today.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Waterloo Regional Police are asking for the public's help in identifying the individual in this photo as they continue to investigate a break and enter at a residence on Activa Avenue in Kitchener. On April 5th at approximately 9:40 p.m., an unknown male attempted to gain entry into a residence by prying at the door. The suspect was confronted by a resident and fled the area. The investigation is ongoing by members of Waterloo Regional Police Service's Break, Enter, and Vehicle Theft Team. Investigators are asking the public to check their home surveillance systems or dash cams for video. Leave a tip with Crime Stoppers in one of three convenient ways: the toll-free number of 1-800-222-TIPS, a secure, anonymous online tip with WaterlooCrimeStoppers.com, or by mobile phone at p3tips.com. Paint like a pro with artist Lisa Braun. She offers a step-by-step tutorial that will have you creating a masterpiece from the comfort of your own home. On the Canvas, Sundays at 10 a.m. on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Major Series Lacrosse here on Rogers TV as the Young'uns take over the floor here at the ILA with the two teams in the locker room for the break. It is Chiefs 12, Excelsiors 5. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. And again, Daryl, another second period, another show by the Six Nations Chiefs, more notably Austin Stotts.
Oh, that's for sure. And Austin Stotts has been everywhere. And here's the first one of the period here. He feeds Brendan Bomberry, and Bomberry with the goal to open up the period. And again, Now it was Charlie Scanlon's turn again. You know what? The Six Nations Chiefs really using that cutter. Charlie Scanlon, the cutter. Lyle Thompson, nice feather pass inside. And there's another goal. And then the Brampton Excelsiors go on a run of their own here. Oh, no, sorry, this is Austin Stotts. Again, sorry about that, I got ahead of myself, but again, nothing fancy. Austin Stotts just going right at the net here, and here it is. This is the start of the run here by the Excelsiors, and just a little bit of a gaffe by Warren Hill and Tyler Ferreira, credited with that goal. But what a couple of minutes by the Excelsiors. It really gave them a lot of confidence. And when you're a young team, that's the kind of confidence you need. And there's James Whiteford, who was credited with that one. I thought that was Zabitz. But again, who are we from up here? And then there's Curtis Goddard with a nice shot. And again, learning a little bit from the Six Nations Chiefs and getting into that inside game. And again, you know what? Here's Lyle Thompson. Here's the goal. He scored. Kind of confusing on what happened on that one, but whatever. We're at 12-5 right now, Mark. And you know what? This period, you have to really give it up to Lucas Nagy. He's facing a ton of rubber right now, and he's been fantastic in the second period. Could have had a couple in the first. You know what? That's a mentally tough goaltender, and you got to give your hats off to Lucas Nagy. He's been lights out in this second period. Actually, he's been lights out in this game, to be completely honest with you. And again, hats off to the Brampton Excelsiors. They're getting blown out for a while here, and they've come back. You get a lucky break, that sparks you, and they're not giving up, and you gotta love that, and it's nice. So we got ourselves a 12-5 game heading into the final frame here. It should be a good one, Mark.
Henry Fellows definitely was a highlight for me for Brampton. He's got a goal and 3 helpers, credited with 2 assists in that 3-goal stretch in the middle of the second period. But again, it's been the big guns for the Chiefs. Of course, you saw the last goal for Lyle Thompson. 2 goals, 3 helpers in this game. Austin Stotts up to 7 points in this contest. He had 8 points in the game back on May 25th. Another game where the big guns were really out for the Chiefs with an 18-7 victory in Brampton in that game. Of course, Randy Stotts was in that one with 9 points. You know, Lyle Thompson had 2 goals and 4 assists in that game as well. You know, and that's just been the common theme with the Six Nations Chiefs. The big guys are coming out and they're able to put the ball into the net. In fact, 7 out of the 10 top scorers in Major Series Lacrosse so far this year are from the Six Nations Chiefs.
And of course, they've played a lot more games than everybody else in the league, but that's another story. But again, Larson Sundown, he's not even in this game right now, and these are all before tonight's game. 8 goals, 3 assists for Larson Sundown. Lyle, he's got 7 and 9. He's got a lot more now. Tanner Buck, who has been fantastic for the Coburg Kodiaks this year. He's, in my mind, this is a breakout season for him. You know, he's played well for the Kodiaks in seasons past, but boy, what a breakout season for Tanner Buck as he's leading that new look Coburg Kodiaks team to a much elevated level of play. And then you've got Zach Kerrigan of Brooklyn, of course, 6 goals, and then Cody Jamieson, 6 goals, 11 assists.
Of course, Cody Jamieson leading the Six Nations Chiefs in points coming into tonight. They have 1 minute and 26 seconds of power play time going into the third period. They're up by 7. The question is, though, Daryl, just very quickly as we wrap up here before we go to break, what do the Excelsiors have to do in this third period? And is there a hope of them being able to catch up in this third period? And what do they have to do so?
Absolutely, Mark. Of course, you got 20 minutes. Nothing is over yet. And of course, we talked about it earlier. Lacrosse is a game of runs, and all you need is a run. Perfect example here in the second period when the Brampton Excelsiors got on that 3-goal run. All it took was a little gaffe by someone, you know what I mean? And all you have to do if you're an Excelsior, you just have to keep on playing hard. You don't have to give up. You just keep on going, keep on pressing. They're playing a great defensive game right now. You know what I mean? I know they've been sliced and diced a little bit up the middle, but other than those instances, they've been keeping the Chiefs at bay, and that's what they have to keep on doing. Lucas Nagy has to keep on playing the way he did in that second period. He was phenomenal in that second period, and you can tell he's got that confidence. He's actually starting to lunge towards the shooter, make himself even bigger, and you can see he was jawing at Austin Stotts and some of the other Chiefs near the end of the frame there. And you know what? He's got that confidence. He's got the mojo going. So if you're a Brampton Excelsiors player, you want Lucas Nagy to stand on his head again and hope the offense clicks a little bit.
Chiefs 12, Excelsiors 5. We're going to break. Third period coming up next. This is Major Series Lacrosse right here on Rogers TV.
Personal finance show that dares to ask those money questions you've always wanted to. Join Mike Bregueth when he talks with experts on all aspects of money. Money Matters with Mike Bregueth, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Rogers TV. It's entertaining made easy. Set the scene with decor, food, fashion, and fun. Join Carolina Suarez for Tapestry Hall Style, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. on Rogers TV.
The greatest women's mixed martial artist of all time. She is just next level.
Double jumping, baby!
Irene Aldana!
Her boxing is crisp and clean. This is a big-time challenge to Amanda's title.
I'm chasing the belt, LD champion.
So much anticipation for this fight. The winner of this fight would be next in line for the title.
The UFC has landed in Vancouver. Let's go!
6,423 missing threads.
One for every hate-fueled protest and social post.
From just the first 3 months of 2023.
Six Nations of the Grand River. It's Chiefs 12, Excelsiors 5 as the third period is underway. The Chiefs have the power play to start things off. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. So glad you can join us here on a Tuesday night.
That was great timing, Mark.
It's like we planned it in advance. Good shot by Stotts. It's going to be stopped. Lucas Nagy again having himself a night. Yes, he's only given up. Yes, he has given up the dozen, but he's looked pretty good otherwise.
And like we said during that intermission, I like the way he's battled mentally. You know what I mean? And that's a tough hill to climb when you give up that many in a first period. And he really climbed out of the hole, and he really showing a lot of mental toughness, and he's playing really well tonight.
Turnover of the ball as the Chiefs will bring it up. Lyle Thompson holds on to it, working as the quarterback here for the Chiefs.
Attempted hit and ball trick between Lyle Thompson and Austin Stotts there.
Austin Stotts looking for a shot. He takes a shot and he scores. Make it 5 on the night for Austin Stotts.
I guess he didn't need the hidden ball trick on that one. They're right up at the top of the line here, and they tried to hidden ball. This is just pure power. Ripped it. That's a tough goal for Nagy, but you know what? Austin Stotts, he's a sharpshooter from outside. He used that screen. Nagy didn't even see that one. Can't blame him, that's for sure.
So make it 13-5. An unlucky night here for Brampton again, in search of their first win of the season.
Coach Brian Beasel not happy about something as he's talking to the officials.
Austin Stotts with another shot. That one's blocked by Nagy. And they'll move it up the floor. Matthew Bennett will just leave it back here for Carter Zavitz. Zavitz up top. Good move by Ferreira. Ferreira will have to turn around, though, with Bilks on the defense. Now moving up the floor with some speed is Kevin Hill. He'll stop in his tracks just on the other side of center. He'll wait for his mates to get set up. Lyle Thompson in tight for Scanlon. Down for the other
Oh, my
Scanlon.
goodness.
Good save by Nagy.
Great poise by Nagy on that one.
Such patience shown in tight there by Charlie Scanlon. But Nagy says, oh, no, no. Not this time. Brendan Bomberry turning around. Bomberry for Leclerc. Shot. That one goes wide. Rebound picked up. Shot again. And that one's going to be kicked away by Nagy. But the Chiefs still with it here.
I really like how Nagy challenges that ball. Challenges the shooter.
Clay Scanlon looking for a shooting lane. Comes in and scores. Or no, he's going to be called for stepping into the crease, so no goal. But a good play, nonetheless, by Clay Scanlon there. Faked on the far side and tucked it in on the near side, but just had his foot in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Just another reason to for the Twitter warriors, or the lacrosse Twitter warriors, to talk about the crease rule.
Now in tight, another shot stopped by Hill. Henry follows. A goal and 3 helpers tonight. Dilks, number 42 in teal, will leave it back here. Austin Stotts, 8 points on the night. Throws it up to the far side. Bomberry plays pitch and catch. Running to the near side. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Thompson shot kicked away by Nagy. And now the Excelsiors will get possession. Brampton captain McClellan moved it up. Scooping it up here is Chris Willman. The face-off specialist will leave it back here for Alex Simons, who's got a goal tonight. Simons looking for 2. Shot saved by Hill. And the ball's going to be knocked loose. Goes into the corner, but scooped up here by Kellen Leclerc. Doug Powlis. We haven't said his name too much here tonight. He'll just leave it back here. Clay Scanlon for Jameson. Up top for Bomberry. Bomberry looking for some space. Moves around with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Bomberry moving in, muscles his way through. Shot is going to go off and wide. And the shot clock will expire on that one. It didn't hit the net, of course. And now Brampton will get possession here. Looking for some room. This is Earstrat. Earstrat up top. Found Whiteford. Here's Zavitz. Zavitz with a shot right into the crest of Warren Hill. Lyle Thompson will bring it ahead here for the Chiefs. Austin Stotts on the near side. Stotts looking for some room, trying to cut through a couple of defenders, but can't do it. Gets it in tight, trying to find Scanlon. Scanlon trying the back shot, can't do it. And now Willman will move it up. Holding on to it here is number 58 in white, Andrew Borgatti. One's knocked loose, and now Lyle Thompson goes for a run. Thompson going in, partial break. Had a defender cut right in front of him in time and almost got it through on the near side. Good defensive play by Goddard coming off, and now it's going to be Brampton ball as Bomberry gets into it with a couple of Brampton players on the far side.
Hit by Bomberry there.
With possession here again. 13:35 remaining. Alex Simons tried the pass, but it's going to go astray. Picked up here by Kuminga. Kuminga picks it up, going in alone. Kuminga takes a shot, tucks it underneath, and he scores. Mason Kuminga gets on the board for the first time tonight to make it 14-5.
That was just pure hustle by Mason Kuminga on that play. You know what I mean? He picks up the loose ball. There it is. That's just a matter of will there. He knocks it out. Great hand-eye. All alone again. A little bit of pressure from the D. And he puts it home to make this one 14-5 with 13:23 remaining here in the third period. Jace Martin, the DJ, playing a little Jamiroquai. I'm all right with that.
I'll take that any day of the week. Taking this any day of the week, a gift for Kevin Hill, but it's shouldered away by Nagy. So Kuminga unassisted on the 14-5 goal here for Six Nations. They're up by 9. As Brampton tries to move it here and close the gap. Off, scooped up here by Tyson Bell. He's got a man going toward the goal. Here's a chance, and looking to go in. Yes, that's going to go into the net. Another goal here for the Chiefs. That is Sam LeClaire.
What
put
a
it
play.
over the shoulder.
That was all Tyson Bell and Sam LeClaire on that one. That was beautiful. And again, LeClaire goes airborne on this one. This is just beautiful. Again, great transition. He just hung up there. Start calling him Air LeClaire. I like that. How's the sound of that? Air LeClaire. Well, we already have an Air Stotts, so I don't know. It's he hung up there though. LeClaire just hung up there, and that was just a beautiful play.
Well, Sam LeClaire, member of the Philadelphia Wings in the NLL, 11 goals, 17 points in 17 games this past year. Looked like he had wings on that last play.
And Kuminga, one of those guys, you don't call his name a lot. He just does his business down to the defensive end, and then again, once in a while, he gets that loose ball in transition, and he scores that time.
And they're looking for more. Shot wide by Ben McIntosh, and he'll pick it up here. Tucks it in tight. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Bounce shot from the far side by Lyle Thompson goes astray, and Brampton will pick it up. It's a 10-goal game as Six Nations are running away and hiding here in the third. Henry follows, looking for some space, trying to get in tight, but good defense. Henry follows, kicked away.
That is a beautiful save by Warren Hill, but you know what? Give Follows credit. He was going one-on-one there with the Chiefs defender.
What an individual effort.
It was, and he just didn't stop moving his feet. He turned in, out, and he got that opportunity to dive in, and Warren Hill just stuck with him, and it was just a nice play. Nice stop by Warren and a great play by Follows.
Play Scanlon has a defender on him, passes it over to Bonberry. Lyle Thompson moves around, gets it. Tried to find Sam LeClaire, but he can't get to it. And now a breakaway here. Medeiros shot, scores! Josh Medeiros with his first goal of the game. And Brampton's up to 6.
You're going to get a couple of opportunities all alone. You're eventually going to score in that one. That's exactly what happened on that one with Medeiros, scoring on Warren Hill. And, you know what, again, good transition, great hustle played by the Excelsiors to get that ball, get it into transition, and get that breakaway opportunity. There it is. Nothing fancy.
15-6.
Poor Warren, he's left all alone by himself back there.
Again, the Chiefs 3-1, looking like, unless the impossible happens here, will improve to 4-1 on this season. Again, 12 games in last year's regular season with the inclusion of Brampton, 16 games, as each team will play each other 4 times in the year, and that's another save by Warren Hill as number 17, Tyler Ferreira, got that last one on net.
Warren Hill's so acrobatic, and boy, he's doing the splits every time. Stays low.
It's got a wide base. It's going to take a lot to beat him as that shot's going to go down low. Charlie Scanlon on that latest attempt. And the ball sent all the way back the other way, but it's going to be scooped up back here by the Chiefs. So they get the ball here. This is number 5, Clay Scanlon, who moves it over to Austin Stotts. Air Audi got it up top. Sam Leclerc tucking it in for Thompson, but he's unable to get possession. Now it's Clay Scanlon trying to move in on Bennett, and he'll just bounce pass it over to Goddard and go off for a change. 9:40 remaining here in the third period. Whiteford for Earstrat. Earstrat looking around, passed it over, shot goes way high. Earstrat with another shot. Shot clock will expire as it didn't hit the net, so Chiefs ball with 9:20 remaining. But again, you look at this season, Daryl. Again, Brampton 0-2 so far on the year. As you mentioned on the outset, again, losing 18-7 against the Chiefs back on May 25th to open up their season at home. And then you have to play the defending 4-time Mann Cup champions in Peterborough. And you only lose to them by 3.
Yep. And again, parity. Parity's a big thing in this league, and that's a perfect example of it. And again, last week, Six Nations visits Brooklyn, and Brooklyn wins in overtime. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter the names on the jerseys. Doesn't matter how star-studded your lineup is. You have to play the game. The Brooklyn Lacrosse Club played that game. They played well. You know what I mean? They deserve that one.
There's going to be a penalty called here against Brampton. Feisty till the end. Looks like it's going to be a slash against Rory Graham. And the captain of Brampton, McClellan, having a conversation. It is indeed a slashing call as the official makes the sign at center. 2-minute power play here for the Chiefs, who again are El Fuego here on a Tuesday night. Lyle Thompson, 6 points. Charlie Scanlon with a hat trick. Austin Stotts with 8 points. Cody Jamieson having himself a night. Quietly, I should say, 5 points.
That's for sure.
4 assists included. The aforementioned Jamieson with a shot. I think he heard me as he took that shot. It just missed down low on the near side.
I just like the fact that you said El Fuego.
Passed over, another shot stopped by Nagy. Cody Jamieson. Stotts over for Scanlon. Here's Stotts again. Faked. Tight. Stotts again for Jamieson. Back over. Stotts. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Up top. Shot scores. Clay Scanlon makes it 16-6. And Clay Scanlon, his first goal of the night.
Well, that's just tic-tac-toe. I don't know what's after tic-tac-toe, but there's a lot of tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac-toe here.
Tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe, you know.
Great quick stick there. Just great ball movement. You know, the Six Nations Chiefs really moving the ball well. And doing nothing fancy here, man. They're just moving the ball well. They're just playing lacrosse. You move like
you said in the second period, it's, you know what, despite the score gap, it's just keeping up the good habits.
Absolutely.
And when you think about the good habits, you have to keep them up because you got some revenge on your mind coming up in a week from tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Peterborough comes into town.
Oh, absolutely. You want to put an exclamation, I know you don't want to look ahead, but it's pretty obvious that one's on their minds already, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But again, that's good coaching here. You got Dwayne Jacobs, John Tavares. You got Joey Capito helping on the bench, the veteran leadership, you know what I mean? And they're keeping them in the present.
Good shoulder save by Warren Hill. Brampton still has possession here. 7:15 remaining. To the near side for Earstrat. Up top for Follows. Passed it over. 51 Simons. As they're moving the ball around still, and a shoe comes off.
Someone blew a tire there.
3 seconds left on the shot clock. He scores. Going diving in is James Whiteford.
As Tyler Ferreira blows a tire, James Whiteford goes in to score a goal here. Again, there's no quit in this Brampton Excelsiors team. You gotta, you know what I mean? They're doing a great job here. They're applying pressure. They're doing what they need to do. They have to get those habits in right now. And there's the replay here. Nice diving goal.
Whiteford, his second goal of the game.
That's just a great opportunity, and taking advantage of it and scoring on it. We got ourselves a 16-7 game. 6:54 here remaining in the third period. I don't see any chicken wraps, do you?
No, I don't. I was waiting for you to make a mention of chicken.
I know, I'm getting hungry.
You didn't actually mention it in the season opener.
I know. I heard about it. Let me tell you.
I was actually a bit disappointed, I'm not going to lie.
I know. I saw a couple of chicken wraps before the game, and I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, oh boy.
Get your hands on a chicken wrap when you come here to the ILA. Delish.
Daryl Smart approved.
Speaking of delish, the feast is on here at the ILA. It's a 9-point deficit behind the back by Medeiros is going to be stopped. Brad Cree, who despite his best efforts, he's probably the best Chief on the floor tonight that has not factored into the scoring.
He's done a lot of little things right, that's for sure.
Austin Stotts using his body. And that'll be intercepted by Searle. And that'll be moved up the floor, but it'll be scooped up here by the Chiefs.
So a soccer save by Warren.
Moved up by Bell, finding Austin Stotts on the near side. Brendan Bomberry, he's got one here tonight. And now it goes in tight, picked up. Scoop shot by LeClaire, goes wide of the goal. Curtis Goddard moves it up the floor. Jeremy Searle will leave it here. Alex Simons passed it over. James Whiteford left it there. Now getting mauled is Alex Simons, but still got the pass over. And it'll be picked up here by LeClaire.
That's great defense by Kellen LeClaire. He's just moving his feet, using his upper body there to force the offensive player wide.
Kellen LeClaire tossing it over. He's trying to find Liam LeClaire on that opportunity. Now the other way come the Excelsiors. Moving it over. This number 10, Henry Follows. Looking for some space, getting absolutely consumed there by Dilks. It's taken down, but the ball's still loose. Picked up here. Good turnaround by Zavitz. Back over. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Stopped by Hill. And now the Chiefs come back the other way. We are under 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Chiefs 16, Excelsior 7. Chiefs have the ball here, moving left to right.
It's been an entertaining one, that's for sure, Mark.
Say that again. Despite the scoring line, a lot of excitement on both sides.
Absolutely. Even. Some explosive plays both ways. Great defense, great goaltending.
They're trying to move through with physicality is Horsley on his horse. Bounce shot. That one goes off the floor and just up high. That'll go out of play.
What a great effort by Horsley there. Just not giving a hoot about getting laid on by the Six Nations defenders. He took some punishment there and he just kept on going.
Now the Chiefs have the ball here again. Tossing it inside to Thompson was number 92, Sam LeClaire, but he was unable to find the forward. Again, say more about Lyle Thompson. 100+ points in the NLL this season. A big addition to an already potent offense. And now moving it up here is Bell, getting on his horse on a breakaway, beats his man. He's coming across, still with it, but he's just going to settle it down. Tyson Bell getting hacked and slashed at by Goddard and still holding on to it. He'll just leave it back here for Bonberry and go off for a change. Bonberry back for Scanlon. Bonberry shot right into the crest of Lucas Nagy. And Brampton will bring it out. 2.5 to go here in the third period. On a Tuesday night here at the ILA. Thank you for joining us here on Rogers TV as well as our affiliates in the Brampton area.
If you're on your TV in the Peterborough and Coburg area, you'll be watching that as well. So hello to you out in the eastern part of Ontario.
And of course, staying indoors, keeping those windows shut with all that smoke coming in from Quebec and northeastern Ontario, all those wildfires. You can tell it's summer when you start to see wildfire reports coming in.
That's for sure.
That smoke has been heavy coming into this end of the province over the last couple of days. And coming in hot and heavy there was Ben McIntosh with a good shoulder save by Nagy. 2 minutes left here in the third.
Of course, say hello to some of our viewers from around the world. I know there are lots of viewers from all over the United States, some from Europe, Australia, believe it or not.
Well, now a chance here for Stotts. Was trying to go fake and go up top, but couldn't get the room to do it. Stotts still with it. Stotts, shot from the sharp angle. It's going to be scooped up. And I mean, that's the thing, Daryl. I mean, you have a lot of fans all around the world. Many of these players, the majority of the players in Major Series Lacrosse coming in immediately from the National Lacrosse League who have quite the following themselves. You want to follow your favorite players 12 months a year. Major Series Lacrosse is the place.
Oh, 100%. You know what? This has turned into an international game. Look at, I was excited to see him tonight, but he's not playing. But Koichi Nakamura, he's Instagram famous in the lacrosse world. He's from Japan. He's in the Brampton lineup. He's there. He was a healthy scratch tonight, but he's a great face-off guy. He played against the Chiefs in that home opener in Brampton. He's a great guy. Lots of love for him. He was here before I got here. I got here at about 6 o'clock, and he was on the floor by himself in the dark. He had targets up on the post. It was awesome to see. You know, guys from the Chiefs, as soon as they walk in, they're yelling at him, saying hi. He walks down. He was exchanging words with Randy Stotts at one point. Brian Miller, the equipment guy with the Chiefs, had some words with him. You know, lots of love for him. And of course, lacrosse, a universal game.
The seconds tick down, thrown on net. Warren Hill will just scoop it up, and that'll do it here. The Chiefs improve to 4-1 on the Major Series Lacrosse regular season, taking this one over Brampton 16-7 here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. And as these two teams get ready to shake hands, Daryl, we look at some of the top performers of the evening. And we're going to look at both sides. Of course, for Brampton, you have Henry Follows and Tyler Ferreira, both with a goal and 3 helpers apiece. You know, James Whiteford, 2 goals and 2 helpers in the night. And then you look over at the Six Nations Chiefs roster, and it's pretty much a who's who on who's been able to do damage all throughout the regular season, just getting the job done here once again.
Absolutely. And again, this was they were at home. This is a business trip, you know what I mean? They're here to do business. And again, hats off to the Brampton Excelsiors. Again, this is a really young lineup, and they're just building. And again, they're starting from scratch pretty much. And they had moments where they had lots to look forward to. And this is a good young team, so watch out down the stretch and again, down the playoffs.
Top performers for the Chiefs include Austin Stotts, 5 goals, 4 helpers. Lyle Thompson, a 6-point night, 2 goals, 4 assists. Cody Jamieson, a 5-point night. Sam Leclerc with 4 points himself. Charlie Scanlon, a hat trick. Again, I can go through the list, but you can find all of that on the Major Series Lacrosse website. The Chiefs, they get a week off. Who knew you can actually get a full week off for the Six Nations Chiefs with the way they've been going in the first couple of weeks in this regular season. They will be back in action right here 7 days from now when the Peterborough Lakers, the defending Mann Cup champions, come to town for the first time. Of course, for Brampton, they will be in Peterborough 2 nights from now. That'll be an 8 o'clock start. Of course, we will have an 8 o'clock start here at the ILA in 7 days in the rematch of the Major Series Lacrosse Final from a year ago. So again, it is a final here tonight. The Chiefs 16, the Excelsiors 7. For Daryl Smart, for everybody putting us on the air here on Rogers TV and where else you are tuning in tonight, the camera people, everybody else, my name is Mark Perry saying so long on a Tuesday night from the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena.
Interested in commercial agriculture or selling anything. And so he wanted a modern approach to agriculture, to import good stock from Britain and so on. And he created this Upper Canada Agricultural Society, and he's the president. And George Hamilton, who founded Hamilton in 1815, is one of the executive. And so is William Dixon, who founded the town of Galt, Cambridge. And the Secretary Treasurer, is John Brent, who fit in with his father's approach of accommodating to modern economic techniques, but trying to keep the traditional Haudenosaunee things. What happened to all of these great plans? Well, disaster in a sense for some of the individuals involved. This is John Brand. By the way, this is a very early use, maybe one of the earliest in Canada, of the use of camera obscura. Does everybody know what a camera obscura portrait is. It's a way of directing light onto a person's face, and that light goes through a box and picture and portrays something on a table, and the artist then traces what he sees on the table, and that's the camera obscura. Now, whether this is very accurate or not, we don't know. It doesn't look much like his other portrait that I've been showing you, but nevertheless, it would be interesting that this society was involved in these early technologies. Now, in 1828, he's named resident Indian superintendent for the Six Nations by the provincial government. And in fact, the previous superintendent is dismissed, and the provincial government is quite taken with Brant. In 1830, he's elected to the Upper Canadian Legislative Assembly in Toronto. The problem is, a year later, there's an inquiry, and they decide that actually his votes were all by people who didn't own their land, of course, individually. Of course, nobody individually owned land on the Huron tract among these Six Nations. They didn't have that deed. And so they actually kick him out of the legislature, and the guy that he ran against takes his place. But the following year, Brant is named Grand Chief of the Six Nations. Now, he gets this job as the, in the Haudenosaunee tradition, in which a certain matrilineal system in which a female inherits the right to name the chief, although with discussions with other people. Well, his mother chooses him to be the Grand Chief. And then in 1832, a year later, he dies, as does the other guy who won his seat in the legislature. They both die of cholera in 1832. He was only 37 years old. It's hard to know what might have happened if he had lived. Then there's Galt, also disastrous, fired in early to 1829 by the company. They just increasingly had a different purpose. The company wanted quick land sales and profit. He wanted to colonize, and the benefits would be long term. Eventually, long after him, they had to go back to his system of colonization. He later wrote some of his best books, including some based on his experiences in Canada and the U.S. He founded another company in Quebec, which became very successful. His son, youngest son, eventually became the head of that company. And he wrote a rather sad, poetic version of his apostate story. This is the third version. He'd written a prose version in 1831, which wasn't very good. But in 1838, a year before he died, he published in the American magazine, Knickerbocker, this long poem, his memorial to what he called a dying race, because it looked very bad for the people in terms of what was happening to the Indigenous in Canada. He, I think, would have been surprised to see how alive and well they are doing now. Next. I just wanted to mention a couple of books written by people who were born and raised on the Six Nations. On the left, Rick Montour writes about the history of the Six Nations. And he teaches at McMaster University. And on the right, lived Susan Hill's book, The Clay We Were Made Of, deals with the incredible, complicated land question of land tenure, a whole book on it. Both of these books, if you're interested in this local history, are really worth looking at and reading. And finally, in conclusion, it's a matter of deciding not deciding which side is better or right in this whole controversy over the years, but it seems to me that this whole business is worth remembering as an attempt by both the Indigenous and the white society to work together to create a better society. Thanks very much.
The following program contains scenes of violence and coarse language and is not suitable for younger children. Parental discretion is advised.
Tonight I'm going one-on-one with Ryder Furlong. Yeah, I've been doing this a very long time. We've been here a very long time in Guelph in the Red Chevron. We got roots in the Red Chevron. Ryder Furlong, I ain't going easy on you tonight, and I don't expect you to go easy on me. We're going to be chopping wood. See you in the ring.
Jeff Black, you've been my mentor now for a little while, and I've been watching you in the ring just as much as you've been watching me. So I'm ready to go. And when I can get you in that corner for the 626, you're not going to know it's coming. You're not going to feel it. And then if I can get that pin and win, show you what you've taught me, you're going to see what the They Them Mayhem, Ryder Furlong, is all about.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to 365 Pro Wrestling. My name is Mark Perry, alongside Eddie Osborne. And Eddie, I mean, we got big matches coming up here this evening. Tell me a little bit about what we could be expecting here.
The 365 Nation is going to be thrilled by all this hard-hitting, body-slamming action we got. We have tricked out Tyler Turba coming all the way to us to take on Super Kamikaze, always with that pest Corey Spade. And then we have Tex Lexus, Joey Allen, and myself riding into the sunset tonight now that Lenny Lilac is finally gone.
And our main event tonight, of course, John Atlas and Daddy Davis. We're going to bring you now to ringside, and we're going to get things started.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Looking for the best way to get the Major League Baseball games you want to watch? Rogers Super Sports Pack has you covered. With MLB Extra Innings, you'll have a premium ticket to out-of-market regular season games with all games available in HD. Don't miss the action from the games you want from both the American and National Leagues. MLB Extra Innings, part of the Super Sports Pack. For only $35.95 a month, Rogers customers get all this for one all-inclusive price. Order using your remote starting on channel 431 or visit Rogers.com today.
The following program contains scenes of violence and coarse language and is not suitable for younger children. Parental discretion is advised.
Now, are you all ready to see some wrestling? Yeah. Your opening contest for this afternoon is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
There is Jeff Black. This is going to be more of a teacher versus student kind of matchup to kick things off, Eddie. Jeff, of course, taking on Ryder Furlong.
Jeff Black has been wrestling for about 20 years. He's been a staple in 365 Pro Wrestling, and the fans just can't get enough of him. But he is taking on a student of his, and sometimes it throws you off your game a bit because you love that kid and you want to work hard for that kid, but you can't ever beat you. So it's not as easy as if it's just someone you disliked across the ring from you.
Of course, he's probably going into this match thinking, you know what, I taught you everything that I know. How can you beat me with things that I already know I've taught you?
Exactly. But here comes Ryder Furlong. They've been working very hard now, getting more and more opportunities here in 365. Trying to get the crowd behind her.
The They, Them Mayhem, Ryder Furlong, complete with the drumsticks. Trying to provide a beat.
We'll see if she can beat Jeff Black tonight. Crowd pretty receptive to both wrestlers here.
Of course, Stephen Hitchcock is the official here for this match.
Weighing 260 pounds, Rapaz. And his opponent, fighting out of Hamilton, Ontario, the They, Them Mayhem, Ryder.
Jeff Black, former member of the Temple, but as we've seen, they were disbanded, now fighting on his own. No friends anymore.
And that's going to be an interesting development as things move along, as Jeff Black kind of gets used to not having that backup behind him.
After Tech Step and Lenny Lilac in the back, everything's been a little different, like you said, but he's happy to be here. And in this teacher-student match, I'm sure he's going to try and give his all here and climb up the ranks and try and get maybe a grand championship match down the line.
And it's all about response. How do you respond to what happened to him with the disbanding of the Temple, as Ryder Furlong with some nifty moves to get into the...
Has that wrist lock applied nicely. Jeff Black, though, showing his technical prowess. Maybe not known for that. He's a bigger guy, but he can wrestle with the best of them.
Trying to put pressure on the shoulder here, and Ryder's able to get out of that with a back waist lock.
Jeff Black, though, using what his mama gave him, reversing that into a hammerlock now.
Got in on the reversal very, very quickly there, but Ryder.
Very nice move, right to the top inside wrist lock.
And this is that teacher-student mentality. You have one move and then just a lot of reversals.
Yeah. And most of the time I think Jeff would just punch you in the face, but he's showing a lot of respect here to Ryder, and Ryder's trying to prove themselves to him, so this is a heck of a matchup. Jockeying for an edge here, both competitors.
Off the ropes. Jeff Black using that size, knocking Ryder right down.
Jeff Black taking a little time here, hitting those ropes. Ducking the line. Oh! Ryder Furlong with the hip toss arm drag there. There's another arm drag. Jeff Black a little stunned here. Japanese arm drag. Ryder on fire here. Took a little step there, had to get into position there. Jeff Black
might have taken a little too long there.
Oh, big shot by Ryder Furlong. Hopping in the ring here. What are they looking for? Oh, that left lariat, but Jeff Black reverses it.
Now you're starting to see that power come into play.
Ooh. Divorce court, that single arm DDT by Jeff Black. That's gonna sting. And taking his time here.
What sportsmanship? Absolutely sportsmanship right here.
I wouldn't do that.
No, me neither.
You want to be right on. You want to be the winner. Whatever you got to do, you got to win. Student or not. Ryder pulling themselves up in the corner there. Black just taking his time though, not pouncing on this opportunity.
Almost a sense of mercy even too, just taking the time. That's not merciful.
He's trying to rip her arm out of her arm. Up that elbow up to get maximum impact and torque. When he brings it back down, pulling the shoulder out of socket there. Ryder though trying to reverse. Oh, hit a couple of their own now.
One more! Just a little bit of, hey, you can do that, I can do that too.
Their arm was a little bit jacked up though, so they didn't get as much on it as Jeff Black did though. Oh, clubbing blow to the back. The 365 Nation in for a treat tonight. This show has been building up to this. We're so excited for these huge matches we got coming tonight. Students, teachers, we got foes. It's going to be a great night.
A lot of bad blood throughout the lineup here. Of course, John Atlas and Daddy Davis will be the main event.
Oh!
As the Ric Flair chop.
And you hear the crowd boo every time.
It always happens.
Oh, Black goes for that.
Oh, good.
I missed. Very nice wheelhouse kick there by Ryder Furlong. Jeff Black's reeling here. Clothesline in the corner. Will they go for air bulldog?
And nails it. Jeff Black seeing stars. Here's the cover.
It could be it.
No. Oh. Just a 2 count.
Jeff Black just kicking out there. His head really slammed to that mat. Like you said, he was on Dream Street. He was seeing stars.
He's too focused more on punishment. We haven't seen too many near falls or even attempts for pins in this matchup so far.
Chop after chop after chop. Jeff Black done with it though.
Oh, going back to that shoulder.
Modified arm breaker using his neck. Jeff Black. Again, though, not pouncing on this opportunity.
Trying to be slow and methodical, but you just want to be right on top of your opponent here.
Not for long. Having a heck of a showing. Jeff Black hasn't had the answers yet. Like you said, not a lot of pinfall attempts. Maybe working this arm looking for a submission today.
And maybe that plays into the post-Temple era for Jeff Black. Trying to have that new mentality in your in-ring work, trying to look for more of those submissions and bringing a little bit more versatility to your game.
And trying to find himself and who he is now. Without Lenny Lilac, without Tex Lexus. Who is Jeff Black?
I think we're going to find out a lot about Jeff Black, not only in this match, but in matches to come.
Black in control of this contest. Showing that he is still the teacher, he's still in charge here. Furlong though. Oh no. Jeff Black stepping on that hand. So they can't move their arm. Oh.
That left arm of Ryder Furlong has just been taking punishing blow after punishing blow.
Nearly 400 pounds crashing down on that arm.
Time to use the girth.
Ryder can't get up right now, just immobilized.
Oh, now he's going to the air here.
Oh boy. That's a big man. High in the air.
I think I heard him pointing to the camera saying, time to use the girth.
There we go. Big splash. No, nobody home. No water in the pool. You can see the agony on Jeff Black's face now. This is Ryder's chance.
It's got him reeling.
Oh, forearm after forearm connecting. Ryder now with the big whip. Oh, follows it in with a nice short back elbow there.
And really starting to get the crowd into it here, too.
Rock and roll!
Jeff Black not falling off his feet yet, though.
Ooh, good move by Furlong to get out of the way, and a big kick.
And that'll knock the big feller down.
The bigger they are, as they say. Here's the cover, and Jeff Black just gets the shoulder up.
What action we got going on. Rogers going to continue to capitalize. They hit it. That big jump over a leg drop.
Kind of a Rough Rider type of move there.
This could be it.
And Jeff Black.
Ryder needed a little more body on body, maybe to hold that arm down to contain this veteran Jeff Black.
But this is probably the most vulnerable we've seen Black in this match.
This
Ryder
could be it.
Furlong.
Oh, flying crossbody headbutt. This is it. Jeff Black is done. Ryder Furlong climbing to the top here. What are we going to see? Maybe that big leg drop.
And Jeff Black gets out of the way.
Knowing what each other does definitely has been helpful for each of them. Jeff, though, Death Valley driver. That could be it, folks. Hooks the leg and the arm.
There it is. And the teacher comes out on top. But what a matchup between these two. So we're going to see a replay of this Death Valley driver. Black sets Ryder up and goes down.
Hooking that arm and leg, though. That's the big trick there.
And a big showing for Ryder Furlong in there as well, showing the teacher that, hey, I'm an up-and-comer in this industry, and I'm going to put up a fight.
And this is what it's all about, fans. It's about the kids. It's about everybody having a great time here in the 365 Nation.
And we are having fun here tonight. Still a lot of action to come here on 365 Pro Wrestling. We are live at the Red Chevron here in Guelph.
Jeff Black, I think you're starting to understand what happens when you stick your nose in where it doesn't belong. Ever since I took the career of Super K, it's been for one reason and one reason only. It's to win championship gold. And anybody else that wants to stick their nose in our business is going to find out. And that's going to be super.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
For frank discussion on Canadian politics and issues that matter to you, tune in to Addressing the Issue with Andy Streisfeld, Fridays at 6:30 on Rogers TV.
Celebrate the richness of cultural diversity at the Guelph and District Multicultural Festival from June 9th to 11th at Riverside Park in Guelph. Experience food from around the world, enjoy live music and dancing, cultural performances, shopping, children's activities, and more. Visit gdmf.ca for more information.
The following program contains scenes of violence and coarse language and is not suitable for younger children. Parental discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tex Lexus, Super K, and Corey Spade.
Speaking of former Temple members,
my man, Tex Lexus, Super Kamikaze, we're getting along these days, and Corey Spade. These guys are evil, and I love them.
They're getting quite the reception here from the Guelph faithful.
Super K, the one who actually retired Lenny Lilac. What an amazing feat that was. People were crying. It was Oh, there's that fan again getting in Super K's face. We've seen them too many times here. Fans, stay in your seats.
As you can see by the look on my face, I'm less than thrilled to be back here in the Royal City. Frankly, you people make me sick. But I declare, in honor of Rogers being here tonight, my Rogers red jacket, a gift from my personal friend and business associate, Edward Rogers. Thank you very much. Now,
you're welcome, Tex Lexus. You're welcome.
I'm kind of in a good mood because myself, Mr. Corey Spade, and Mr. Super K just got back from the Cayman Islands. We were celebrating so much because we retired Lenny Lilac. Never again will any of you pieces of trash ever see the king of the trash, Lenny Lilac. Hey, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Now, like I was saying, you shut up.
You can't always get what you want, Guelph faithful.
You shut up. This isn't about you. This is about me and this guy over here. I know who you are. I know who you are. You're that super fan. Loves the temple. Loves Lenny Lilac. And you trained out at that wrestling school with that other schoolyard kid, Sammy Sierra. He's here somewhere.
It's my opponent tonight.
Now listen. You want to be a tough guy? You want to be a professional wrestler? Look at you. You ain't got what it takes, Junior. I can be Super K. Yeah. How about you get out of the ring? Why don't you show
Some
us
big
what you are?
words from this Guelph crowd.
This young man does not know what he's getting himself into. When you cross that line, bad things happen.
And Super K has no son. Oh, wait a minute.
Jeff Black, the trainer at the school there, off the ropes, telling him not to get in there, just have a seat. His time will come, I guess.
It's only Super K. Yeah, that's right. Nah, he ain't coming in here. He's too much of a coward and a wimp.
This is a smart move. Super K.
Oh, no, what is he doing? What?
CJ.
Corey Spade's all over Jeff Black. Oh!
You cannot turn your back on Tex Lexus.
Wow. Oh, no, they got a steel chair. Oh. Super Kamikaze is wearing out this, I guess, super fan / trainee.
Oh, look at the bend in that chair.
Wow. Jeff Black now in there to try and make the save. There is no Lenny Lilac anymore. Super Kamikaze, the damage is done.
That's what you get for not. That's just what you get when you come in to an environment like this.
Oh, even Sammy's out there now. Wow. We're gonna have to see how this all unfolds. That young man just got beaten down. Super K.
I mean, credit the courage of this young man for trying to get into this ring, but
I mean, he's just not ready yet.
no.
This is, I guess we'll see how this plays out, though. Like
I said, his time will come, but today is not that time.
What a fan, though, to love Lenny Lilac so much. He put himself in so much harm against a veteran like Super Kamikaze. Super Kamikaze's been champion everywhere he's been. And to step up to him like that, it doesn't matter if you're upset with Tex Lexus. You don't mess with Super Kamikaze and Corey Spade.
You gotta pick your spots a little bit better.
Definitely.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts. a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
Paint like a pro with artist Lisa Braun. She offers a step-by-step tutorial that will have you creating a masterpiece from the comfort of your own home. On the Canvas, Sundays at 10 a.m. on Rogers TV.
Welcome to Tapestry Hall Style. I'm Carolina Suarez, and I can't wait to show you the latest in fashion, food, and entertaining.
Tapestry Hall Style, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. on Rogers TV.
The following program contains scenes of violence and coarse language and is not suitable for younger children. Parental discretion is advised.
Today I come to Guelph. You would think I wouldn't want to come to such an ugly city, but today we're here for one reason. It's to take on Tyler Turva, and that is going to be super.
I guess we're going to move on to another match here, though. Amanda Cat's looking like she's getting in the ring.
Yeah, we got a great matchup coming up here.
Chair's still in the ring.
Now again, look at the bend in that chair.
Wow.
Just the crease of CJ's back.
Metal's not supposed to bend on a human like that.
The following contest is for the 365 Combat Championship.
The Combat
And
Championship.
scheduled for 60-minute time limit.
The Combat Championship used to be the Global Championship. This is Joey Allen himself coming out here. He conquered Crofton, who held that title for many months. The referee's got to get that chair out of the ring. I don't know what he's doing here. Junior official Jordan P.
This is not going to be a hardcore match, so.
Definitely not. Joey Allen, speaking of champions, once held all the gold, and later down the line, he is going to be facing Easy Eric Kearney in a Grand Championship versus Global Championship street fight.
That is going to be a match to see.
Man, gold looks good on my friend Joey Allen right there. And a lineage that title has already, held by Travis Williams, Judas Icarus, Lax Siddhartha, Haviko, and now Joey Allen holding the gold up.
He's going to be taking on Jackson Payne, a man of few words, but he wants to get his hands on that thing right there.
What a prestigious title. It's the richest prize in 365 Pro Wrestling. Jackson Payne might be in for some pain when he takes on the champ, Joey Allen, especially with Tex Lexus by his side.
And we just saw just a few moments ago, if you turn your back on Tex Lexus for 1 second, he is going to take advantage. As now Jackson Payne makes his way to the ring, and he looks amped up.
He actually looks very scary. Look at those eyes. This is a big man. Joey Allen might be in for a little more than he fought here. I think he was just thinking this was an easy match, but it's not going to look like it with this big man coming out, Jackson Payne. Look at his eyes there.
Just glowing. Wants some gold to wrap around his waist.
And what a huge, if he won that match, people will be talking about it forever, and it would change the course of all 365 Pro Wrestling. Would we then get Jackson Payne versus Eazy-E? What would happen?
A landscape change potential here with Allen and Payne with some gold on the line.